I know. Our market share has suffered since I stopped working for them. That's what I like to say. So anyway, they owned, Pizza Hut and Frito-Lay, so I was always in marketing. And then I went on to the big drinks company, and we used to drink all the time. It was wonderful. And that was called Smirnoff. And then I went on to another, American company. Again, always in branding and marketing for 20 years. I was a big corporate girl. How many of you have worked for corporations? Most of you. Awesome. So then, the last one is big, and for about a decade I worked with them. Big Pens. I hope most of you are using Big Pens. I am still very loyal. Consider myself, so if you've got a Sharpie or anything of that kind, don't show it to me. I'll be very upset. So at the time that I was still working there, I became a certified coach. How many of you are coaches in the room? Just about half of the room. That's amazing. So what happened was they allowed me to have my own business. I don't know if you were still working at a job while you were doing this, but I was doing it at lunch and in the mornings or at night. And when I used to do speeches, so we're talking 10 years ago when I first started. I don't know if any of you had an experience doing speeches, but whenever I introduced myself, whenever I did speeches, whenever I did anything to do with marketing, nobody would ever ask me to work with me. Nobody would ever say, could I find out more? How much do you charge? No, so that's what we call a lead. If somebody asks you how much is it that you charge, it's called a lead. I never got leads from what I was saying. How many of you have ever experienced that? That when you talk about what you do, nobody is asking you how much is it to work with you. I don't mean right away, but sometime along the line. So that's what was happening to me. So my messaging wasn't working. That's what we call it in marketing. My messaging wasn't working, and if you're not getting leads, that means your marketing's not working. Or if you're not getting the kind of leads that you want, your marketing's not working. So this is not working.
Oh, that's it. Well, actually, it's a roller ball.